Shanti. Hi, Masters. A very good evening to you all. Thank you all for joining us on this beautiful Monday evening. So, welcome to Unified Level 3, the teachings of Babaji, presented by Omega Pyramid. And we are entered into week 18, Masters. It's day 1. And this week's topic is promoting another's self acceptance. I invite Sudhakar Pedretti, sir, to guide today's session. Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, my dear friends, joining. I really welcome you for the second week of level 3, or we should say 18th week, promoting another self-acceptance. This is also very important, and it is to help other self-acceptance here. Before that, let us do the recap of last week, clearing aura of loved ones. I hope and I wish really you all tried this, the helping others, and see the joy in helping others. And knowing that and realizing that every intention and every thought that we have is influencing or helping other person. It is working. So it is our chance to try that your thoughts is really working and affecting others, helping others. So please, if I hope everybody tried it, and this is a chapter and everybody can really master it. It will really work for everyone. 100% of the people will be able to master it. Because in spirituality, especially, some practice may not help on you. All your desires may not come true. But when you do it for others, it instantly works. Because you do it selflessly. When you do it selflessly, it works instantly. So this is also something like helping others and seeing the joy in helping others. Okay. So last week and this week. Last week was clearing auras of loved one, and this week is promoting another self-acceptance. This is important. We did for ourselves in the 10th week, that is creating true desires. We promoted or we accepted our own self-acceptance. Now we are trying to do the another's self-acceptance. Mostly we'll do it for our family, friends. So self-acceptance is very important. And when you're doing this self-acceptance for other person, know that we are not interfering with their free will, and we don't need to take their permission, like how we did last week. Before we do clear the aura of other person, we have to ask ourselves and see is it right thing to do or not. But here, promoting self-acceptance is helping other person. That means we are trying to help other person by knowing who he is. Okay. So by doing this, we're helping more to know who they are. So we don't need to ask their permission. So when you read the chapter, you get better understanding. So this chapter may be a little complicated. You have to pay more attention while reading and try to understand what Baba is saying. It's not as easy as others, but this is a little difficult. But when you understand, there is a very deep connectivity between you and everything, how everybody plays a role in your life. Everybody has a role in your life, and everybody has a role in your own realization, realizing your whole self. You are not just one, you are connected with everyone. When you are connected with everyone, they have some degree of role in your life. I hope that makes sense. Let's go into in detail. I'll read through and try to explain as much as possible, and I'll come to the practice so at the end. But today, since it's the first day of this week, let's try to spend more time to understand the wisdom part, and then we'll come to the practice part. Okay, dear friends. If you have any questions, if you have a book, you can open it and go through it. If you have any questions, you can raise it. With that, let's go into the week. 18th week, promoting another self-acceptance. Everyone is your vehicle for realizing wholeness. So the first statement itself, everyone is your vehicle for realizing your wholeness. In order to know who you are fully, everybody acts as a vehicle for you. This course has emphasized your own responsibility for yourself. That is proper. You must accept your own fate. We have to accept ourselves. and own fate. You have the free will. Of course, we have free will. We must. And freely, a will to live a life of full potential. What is the will for us? The free will is to live with full potential. You have to live your life with full potential, right? This is true for you and everybody else who is around you, everybody in this world. Everybody have to live with their full potential. Everybody has to live with their free will. Okay. So yet there is a connection between us all. So we are all connected that nobody can deny. Whether you realize it or not is a different thing. We already been trying this for a very long time. We are trying to clear the aura. What does that mean? Somebody is trying to influence you, right? So that means we are somewhere connected. So same thing, thoughts are connected. Your thoughts are influencing others. That means we are all connected. As long as every one of us remains separated, there is an imbalance of for everyone. As long as we are separated, as long as we don't realize ourselves we are connected, there will be imbalance. If one leg of table is separated or even just shorter, it throws off the whole table, no matter how perfect other legs are. Let's say the table has 4 legs. If one leg is shorter, the table doesn't stay stable, right? Same thing. In a room or in a family, if one person is off, entire family will be disturbed. That tells how we are connected. Even though physically we are separated, okay, how other person is changing your life. Same thing when you look at the big picture, in the entire world or entire country, one part is disturbed, other part is also disturbed. Now we can clearly see that when two countries are fighting, entire world is getting disturbed. So how connected we are. Okay, in physical, not physically separate, but energetically and emotionally, thoughts, everything is connected. Okay, this is a group consciousness. Everyone is tied into the group awareness. That's why when I do group meditations, it helps everyone. We're all come into one consciousness and we're all connected to one energy. It molds your own attitudes, your own values, your own desires. In that way, everyone else is a vehicle for realizing your wholeness. So, in that sense, when you look at the collective consciousness, everybody is a vehicle for your wholeness to realize your full potential. Okay, what others people think collectively or individually is part of you. Okay, I hope you're trying to follow me. Baba is trying to say everybody has some role in your full realization. You are forced to deal with it. Actually, those others are largely responsible for the thoughts you now must correct in your creating formulas. Okay, this is the key here. What Baba is saying, so we remember we did work on correcting thoughts, right? So those correcting thoughts is coming from others. That's what Baba is saying. You are forced to deal with it. Actually, largely responsible thoughts you now must correct in your creating formulas. In our creating formulas, you remember we used to correct the thoughts, correct thoughts that are not in tune with ourselves. The stronger the errors are in the group consciousness, the greater the pull on you and the harder it is correction. Let's say in the group consciousness, if somebody has a erroring thoughts, okay, there will be a great pull to correct it. So you have a definite stake in what is happening to everybody else. Okay. So in order for you to understand it better way, think when everybody else means think your family first. Like a 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, and see how they're influencing you. Okay, not only with the words, even when they're in a different mood, when they are negative thinking, that naturally influences you. They don't have to tell you. Even they don't have to be in your presence. Even if they're in separate room somewhere else, if they are going to stress, that naturally influences you. Okay, you have to observe this and understand how connected you are. So when you can realize with your family and friends, then you can also realize with everybody else. like everyone else is connected to you. In the same way, when large number of people correct their thoughts, their thinking, bring in tune with the God's thought, you are affected. Your own process becomes easier. So why Baba is bringing, why Baba is helping us to promote somebody self-acceptance, this is the point. Okay, let's imagine this entire earth, the people, everybody on the earth is in tune with the God's thought, right? So what happens then? The entire energies of earth will naturally rise, right? That's what Prabhupada is coming to. So then when energies are high, it becomes easier for you to realize yourself, to be connected to the higher self, to be in the elevated state all the time. It becomes easier because everybody is trying to help you. Everybody's energy is also helping to you. Okay, I'll read this passage again. In the same way, when large number of people correct their thinking, bringing it in tune with God's thought, you are affected, right? When the person who is sitting next to you, if he is in tune with the God's thought, his energies will help you. Okay, his thoughts will help you. Your own process becomes easier. Then our own process becomes much easier. Okay, that is the whole point here. Okay, when others are in tune with God's thought, your process become much easier. The orderliness of truth has a interesting characteristics. Only a small bit of orderliness goes a long way. Takes okay. That's not a big deal. I'm not going to skip that one. It's same with the group consciousness. A few ordered minds, Baba is saying is few ordered minds means some few realized or some people who are in tune with the God's thought greatly affect the whole population. A small fraction of a community can change the whole community. Okay, a small fraction of a community can change the whole community if they are in tune with God's thought. Not surprisingly, this kind of changes goes largely unnoticed. Okay, but it just happens, right? I know in pyramid society we have done so many people tried these experiments. Some people go and do meditation in jail or some community or some place where the more violence. There's one person does meditation or 10 people together they do meditation. It changes the entire thing. That's what we are doing, right? All these group meditations, the full moon meditations, all the MMS that we are doing is supposed to bring the change in the other population, right? It is for the everybody else. So we all know this, if you change your thoughts, influencing others is a very natural thing. That is the point of doing all this group meditation, doing it in a different places. In recent days, we have tried this so many times. In recent days, this kind of changes has been taking place. There are hundreds of groups. Okay, there are hundreds of groups, countless individuals making it their primary goal to experience wholeness. Okay, maybe in upcoming weeks, masters will come with a lot of examples. I'm not going to examples, but there are the thousands of examples there. 10 people sitting together, meditation with the one intention can influence the entire country or the world. Okay, in this century, you have witnessed a genuine concern among mankind for spiritual values, physical health, and for the environment. You do anything, it helps. You have seen a reversal of many destructive practices. Okay, now we want to restore the nature. People are working, restoring the lakes, rivers, and forests, all the restoring even the deserts. Okay, we are trying to reverse it. That's because some set of people sit together, thought it, and sent intention. Other set of people received it and they start working on it. Right? For example, let's say you are going through a road. You're going through you're driving. You thought you saw some nice, beautiful place, and you thought, okay, if a pyramid comes here, or some meditation center comes here, or some ashram comes here, it will be beautiful. Okay, your intention will help others to build it. You are creating the thought, and somebody is working on it. It's like that, right? Okay. Not many years ago, you probably would not have been interested in this course. Certainly, you wouldn't have gotten this far into it had not been for the changing group consciousness. Now, part of your awareness is the desire for return to wholeness. So, Baba itself giving this example. So, let's say this is how we started, right? The author, Mr. Roger, he started long time ago. It was his intention to bring this wisdom, knowledge into the society. Okay, his thought, his intention is manifesting right now. So we started like 5 years ago. That has multiplied into thousands of people, different countries, different states, different groups is organizing it. Same way, because whatever the thoughts we put together at that time, that influenced others to pick this up, and they're changing. And now whatever you're doing now, it will influence the millions in the future. So indeed, everyone is your vehicle. So what Baba is saying, everybody is your vehicle. So you have to help everybody as much as you can, right? Realizing your wholeness, all are in the together. So realization is a together thing. It's not, you cannot say only I will realize and I will be happy. You cannot be happy if your neighbors are not happy. You cannot be happy if your family is not happy. The same thing. While you're responsible for yourself, see, primarily you are responsible for yourself. That includes some responsibility for others. Okay. So Baba is saying, while you are responsible for yourself, that also includes some responsibility for others. You cannot experience a total wholeness until everyone else experiences it with you. All legs on the table must be unified. Okay, last week we experienced some of the joy of helping others. You cleared the aura of some of your very close ones, uninvited influences, and you saw the bliss. Because especially when I tried it on my daughter, it gave a big result, and that brought me a big joy within me. Okay, same thing. We are trying to extend the same practice to others and see how it's going to work and it's helping. And we should also know that they're also part of us. Okay. So what we are doing here, we are all connected. What you think, believe does affect around you. Indeed, everyone on the earth. But Baba is saying, whatever you think, whatever you do is going to affect everyone on the earth. So that is why if you see every time I do meditation, we end with connecting with the universe, sending love and light to everyone on the earth, not only to the people that we know, not only the community that we live in. We try to send everybody on the earth, not only humans, animals, plants, oceans. So you think that is working or you think that's not working? Obviously, it's working, right? That is why all the changes are coming. That's why all the negative energies are getting cleared. That is why the truth is coming out. Whatever was hidden so far, it's being cleared. It's being brought to the surface and being cleared. That is why we see all the violence. That's why you see the manifestation happens very faster. Your thoughts are manifesting very quick. Your karma is coming back very quick. And things become rapid speed. That is because all this kind of meditation, sending love and light, everybody doing this with same intention. It's all work. Whatever you do on every day, it does work. And I have seen that happening many times. Okay, when your thoughts are in one with that creating thoughts of God, your effect is thousands of times more powerful than when you are thinking a thought you made up. So what Baba is saying, when you think out of your own mind, okay, that thought has a less power. When you in tune with the gods, when you tuned into God's thought, and if you have the God's thought with you, okay, when you think the God's thought, that has thousand times powerful, right? So that's why when your thoughts are one with the creating thoughts of God, okay, your effect is thousands of times more powerful than when you are thinking a thought you made up. I hope that makes more clear. This week, do a creating formula for one or two people. So Baba is saying, do a creating formula for one or two people closest to you. You may also do other formulas if you have time, but this project takes a priority this week. In formula, you simply claim the person's, what we are doing is we are simply claiming the person's self-acceptance. That is most important. If somebody accepts the self-acceptance, we don't have to do anything. Anything that they do will, anything they think they want will naturally happen. Okay, and other things also you can do, but I will clarify that later. But for now, today, let us focus on doing the self-acceptance. Okay, we can also do other things to others, like creating, manifesting their true desires, claiming their perfect health, okay, coming out of their problems. We can also do the creating formula for that, but it has a different process. I will try to explain maybe later in this week. Since the first day of the week, I want to focus on more on the self-acceptance of the others. Okay, so how do you do it? Please listen carefully. You may get confused. The process I'm trying to explain. So you must be very clear how to do it. You might think, you might say the name of the other person. It's actually other way we are doing it. You claim and accept self-acceptance for those people. Okay, let's say you pick one or two people. How to do it? This is important to understand. You have to claim their self-acceptance, right? You claim their self-acceptance. This means that you pursue this self-acceptance. Okay, you pursue this self-acceptance. You believe they have it. What you have to do? You have to first believe that they already have the self-acceptance. So what we are doing, that means we are correcting our thoughts by saying that already they have the self-acceptance. You believe they have it, and you know they have it. It is your thought you are dealing with. So what we are doing, it's your thought you're dealing with. So in the thoughts section of the formula, the 7-step formula, in the thoughts section formula, consider your thoughts that interfere with your belief in their self-acceptance, right? We are not saying that person's claim the self-acceptance. We are claiming that person's self-acceptance. We are correcting our thoughts. I hope that makes sense. That's what Baba is saying. But you might do other way. No, what we are doing is we are changing our thoughts. We are thinking, we are accepting the other person is already having the self-acceptance, right? That is the key here. So by changing our thoughts, we are helping other person because they're part of us, right? So you believe they have it, you know they have it. It is your thoughts you are dealing with. So in the thoughts section of the formula, consider your thoughts that interfere with your belief in their self-acceptance. Likewise, it is your acknowledgement for the forgiveness that you are dealing with in the forgiveness section. Okay, once you firmly establish their self-acceptance in your mind, you manifest it for your own experience. Okay, we are manifesting for our own experience. Of course, they too reap their rewards. They gain the self-acceptance. There is no telling how many people are responsible in part of your in the level of your consciousness. Everyone is everyone else vehicle for realizing wholeness. Right, my dear friends? Did it make sense? Is it clear like how to do the self-acceptance? Okay, good. So I hope you understood. If not, go back and read that passage. That's very, very important. Otherwise, you may do the practice other way. Okay.
Sudhakar garu, like, do we do, this is Sheila, do we do, like, say, for example, I pick two people today. Can I do this two different people tomorrow or?
Yeah, you can do the two different people tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I recommend you doing different person every day. So you can see the change, but you can also do the same person. But it's good to do different people every day.
Sir, can you give an example how you do the self-acceptance of others, this, just for a sample?
Sure, madam. While I'm guiding, I'll do it.
Thank you.
So here what we're doing, the 7-step formula we have it. Okay, in the claim and acceptance. Okay. So I claim the self-acceptance of the so-and-so person. Right? I accept the self-acceptance of the so-and-so person. Is it clear?
What is the what is the claim are you going to do?
Claim itself is a self-acceptance for that person, right? Okay, for example, let's say I picked my wife Sri Devi, right?
Mm.
So I claim the self-acceptance of Sri Devi.
Okay.
See, okay. So it is not, we are not telling, okay, Sri Devi will claim her self-acceptance. Okay, we are claiming it.
Okay.
Okay, I know that, she already accepted herself. Okay, what we are doing here, I am changing my thoughts. Let's, for example, it's you and me. I am already telling that you already self-realized.
Mm.
Okay, so that way I am changing myself. Okay, well, first I believed you are not self-realized. Now I'm saying, okay, you are already self-realized. That means I am changing myself. Okay, I'm not asking you to change. I'm changing myself, and I'm knowing that you are already self-realized.
And you're correcting your thought right there that
Yeah,
earlier you thought she is not self-realized and now she is self-realized. So you're clearing the blocks in your thought.
myself. Yes,
Mm.
my thoughts. I'm changing my thoughts. I'm correcting my thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So this is very important. But that's why I'm trying to stress on this. Okay, it is not, we are not changing other person's thoughts. Okay, we are not sending the self-acceptance to that person. We are claiming it of the self-acceptance of other person, and we are correcting our own thoughts.
Sir, it means are we accepting their good qualities and bad qualities and correcting our thoughts like that? Or how is it? Still, I'm not clear with this, sir.
There is nothing to do with the bad or good qualities. So what is the self? Okay, self is beyond these thoughts, everything, right? So we are the God, that is the self. Okay, we are trying to tell the person like, you are the God, you are creator of the God, you have all the God qualities. That is a self-acceptance. When you accept yourself, you must have all these qualities. Okay, of course, they are yours. Only reason you did not realize is you're working with the local mind, the limited mind. The moment you are unified with yourself, you have all these qualities. Okay, so always when you say self, okay, see yourself beyond this local mind. Okay, then everything will make sense to you. The problem not only you, everybody has the problem is they are looking at this physical life right now and judging themselves, and they're trying to apply this wisdom to their physical life and circumstances that's happening right now. It is not that is not matching. Okay, right now whatever you have, remove it. Okay, remove your local mind, remove your local knowledge, become one with the higher self, and see from that perspective, instantly makes sense to everything. Right? So this
Okay,
moment, forget everything. Instantly love comes to you, instantly happiness comes to you, instantly peace comes to you. Okay, instantly abundance comes to you. Only reason is you are comparing with your past, you're comparing with the incidents that have happened, and you're trying to see these God qualities, they don't match. Okay, so you don't look at this bad qualities or good qualities of person. Just say the self-acceptance and know that that person has the self-acceptance. So, and that means you are correcting your thoughts. Whatever you did, it will naturally influence that person. So what you are basically saying, other person is the God. Okay, we are changing our thought by saying that, okay, he is already God, he already self-realized, he already in the beautiful state, he is already in peace state. Okay, we are changing our thoughts. You understand, right? So naturally, whatever whatever the thoughts that you change naturally influence the other person.
we are applying the God qualities on them and thinking that way. No,
We are saying he already has the God qualities. That person already has the God qualities.
already has.
Yeah. Okay. So far, what we
Okay.
thought, we thought he doesn't have the God qualities. Now we are
Okay.
saying he already has the God qualities.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
sir, one small thing. So,
Sure, madam.
even the other person, if they are thinking, so it doesn't matter whether they are
It doesn't
thinking
matter.
it or not. It's just for ourselves.
Yes, it's for ourselves. We are
Yes.
correcting it.
Okay.
So this is very critical here. So even last time they confused, but this is so important here. So make sure you get this. Okay.
So Sudhakar garu. So if that other person is having a problem in at that time, do I refer to that problem when I'm doing the self-acceptance for him?
So there are two different practices. One is self-acceptance is a separate practice, and there is a practice for that problem, whatever the problem everybody is going through that. Okay, you can also do for that particular practice. So particular problem that that person is going through, but two conditions there. Okay, if you are doing for a specific problem, first you need to take the permission of that person. Okay, I'm trying to help you for this problem, and this is the process, and can I do it for you? Because here, if you're trying to, let's say somebody have the health issue and you're trying to help for that person, there you are trying to interfere with that person's free will. He wanted to go through that experience and see the pain and come out of it. Okay, if you come here and say I'll come and heal you with the magic, okay, it's kind of interfering with that person's free will. If you're doing that problem, you take that person permission and do it, but you can certainly do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understand. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but at least first 2-3 days, do the self-acceptance, understand the self-acceptance, how it works, and then you can do the other practices. You can do for anybody, like, helping, but make sure that you take the permission before you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for
Okay.
everybody, friends. I know you are very curious to help others, but make sure, even if it's a husband, your husband or wife or kids, you must take the permission.
Sir,
Because
when we take the permission, we physically take the permission or
yes, you
or
physically take the permission. You ask that person.
physically take the
Oh,
permission?
really? I thought that was from like the way we did in the last
No,
previous chapter.
no, this is different,
Okay.
right?
And also about the okay, he wants to ask a question.
Sir, this gives me this concept gives me an idea. So as a group, we are doing meditation. So that our goal in our mind. So it should be helpful for the whole area.
Yes.
But once the meditation is done, we should not acknowledge that everything good happening. No, we have to acknowledge our group has benefit. Our group has benefit. It is
Yeah.
when we are doing meditation, aim is everything good for
Yeah.
everybody. But
Yeah.
after that, is everybody get benefit? That's not our job. So our group has benefited from this. That's what we have to take it.
Yeah.
What I think.
Yes,
Thank
yes, sir. Yeah. So the reason why you have to take permission is, let's say that God, we know the God, he has all powers. But why is he not healing anybody? Why is he not helping anyone? The earth people on the earth go through immense suffering, pain. But why he doesn't come to rescue? Because especially the earth is built on the free will. You came here to go through certain experience and learn out of it. Okay, you are given a free hand. And unless you ask, God cannot interfere with you. Same thing here. So you cannot interfere with somebody's problem unless you take that person permission. Since you know that person physically, that doesn't mean you can take advantage and do whatever you want. Okay. Obviously, you can do it. It has implications if you don't do it without permission. You understand, right? So I'll give a my situation, my family. Let's say my kids go through some kind of cold or fever. The first day, second day, third day, I don't interfere because it is their free will and they want to experience, and they also develop different things through that, right? I only interfere when it went too severe or when it is interfering my life, my plans. Okay, I'll tell them and sit with them and then send my healing energies. That's how we should do it. It's not that, oh, you have energy and you can just go and utilize anywhere. There is a free will. Everybody has choose to do that. All the suffering, all the pain, all the relationships, It is their choice. They did that. They want to go through that. You cannot come here and instantly and interfere with that. That means you are stopping their learning. We are here to learn. We are learning through the experiences. Let them completely go through it. It's like you are doing your kids' homework. Like when you help other people through energy, you are not letting them do their work. Okay, that makes sense. But you certainly, helping others is a joy, but do it the right way.
So to clarify this, Sudhakar Garu,
Mhm.
so the thing is, the other person isn't self-realized, that he doesn't know what is behind his soul planning and all that. So if we try to personally ask that person to help him with his problem, what he's facing, with like not like indirectly through self-acceptance, then how will he or after asking how you said, how will he give the permission? Yeah, he will give the permission saying, oh yes, I want to get rid of this problem because he's suffering from it. But then that builds our karma.
So there are two things. That's why I don't want to bring up that second topic. But since you guys asked, I'm going into that. The first thing is the self-acceptance is different thing from the helping with their daily problems. Okay, we are helping them to realize the self-acceptance at the God qualities level. First of all, if you're not unified with your higher self, there is no concept of free will. You are working under the influence of your mind. Where is the free will for you, first of all? Because you are running by the program which is already set on your mind, like conscious mind or subconscious mind. It's all programmed. You are just going because with that program. You only have true free will when you're really unified with higher self, when you go beyond the mind. That means you are overstepping, you're going beyond the program. Okay, so in actual context, when you are not unified with the higher self, there is no free will at all. Okay, you make choices, out of knowledge that you picked from the book, or somebody told you to do this. Okay, somebody tell, okay, this is good, this is bad. It's all the influence somebody, or you are learning from others. Actual free will means you should make the choice out of your source or your soul. That is actual free will. Okay. In the self-acceptance case, what we are doing, we are trying to make that person go to that unified state where he can actually claim the free will. Right? So that is the first thing. Okay, that is self-acceptance. In this case, we don't need the permission. We are actually we are actually helping that person to know who he is actually. Okay. And also in this case, we are correcting that thoughts in ourselves. We are not actually correcting the other person's thought, right? We are correcting our own thoughts. Since he is also connected to us, he will be influenced because our thoughts changed. Madam, can you make a mute? Okay. So that is first thing. I hope the self-acceptance part is clear. Okay. And the second is helping with the other person's problem that is going through in the physical life. Okay. Somebody has a health problem. Okay. He's already suffering that. Okay. With that suffering, there is some kind of learning for him. Okay. By coming out of the suffering, his willpower will increase. Okay. Or he will realize, how many people came into meditation because of the health problem? Okay, majority of the people come into meditation or spirituality because they have some health problem that is not cured by the medicine or somebody else. Okay, that is how they're growing, right? That is how their life getting better. So in this case, if you just go do it without their permission, it is where you are involving in their life. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yes.
Quick question. When we are at the soul level, when we are at the body level, we can say that okay.
Ma'am, can we do this first? So we'll go step by step instead of getting confused.
Okay, thank you.
Please, thank you.
So for today and tomorrow, focus on the self-acceptance first. That's important thing for you and the person whoever is next to you, and all other things is next secondary things. Babaji itself didn't stress. I missed that point itself, since somebody asked we are going to details. That's more confusing and more curious topic than the actual helping people. Okay. Sanjay, do you want to add something?
You already covered everything, Sudhakar Garu, but just one thing actually, what you just mentioned to emphasize is further.
Yeah.
The idea here in this chapter is about self-acceptance. When we are talking about curing others or solving problem, every one of us here to do some karma balancing, learning. That's why we are here. And let's say somebody is sick or somebody is poor. There is something karmically engaged there for that person. So if he's going through a sickness which is long term, he has done something in previous life, or he has something basically kind of like accepted as this disease in this lifetime to learn out of it. He has done something which he wanted to balance in this lifetime. If you go ahead and cure that person, the learning will go away. So this life lesson basically supposed to be done in this life lesson is postponed. So in other word, we are harming them more actually without realizing that this is not like a good karma. In terms of like you see it's a physical life, 3D life, you might feel that you help in curing that person, or you might help, you feel that you might help that person coming out of poverty. But this lifetime, that person's lesson might have been to go through poverty, understand how it works, or go through illness, understand how it works, so that karmically that person will evolve more and he will get that energy, and that person will also go through certain emotions which supposed to be learned this lifetime. So we should be very, very careful when we talk about like healing others. It's Reiki and other techniques what we do. Basically, it's something like you choose yourself to go through that experience. And if you heal yourself by meditating and realizing your own soul lesson, then the problem will go away automatically. The moment you realize that this is the reason I'm getting through this, and you accept it that time, and you do more and more meditation, you come out of it automatically. You don't need anyone's help, but you get the help, or other will help you without even realizing that what they are doing, then it's a problem for both of you. The person who is doing it also get karmically engaged there, so that person has to pay also, because he has hindered in the progress of other person. So that's what something I want to add. Thank you.
No, it's a great point, Sanjay ji. Thank you so much for adding that. It's much needed to clarify. Yeah. So yes, friend. So, and the self-acceptance means what you were thinking the self. So whatever we said, you are created in the image of the God and you are the God. That is a self-acceptance that we are doing it. It is not a self-acceptance of my physical appearance, my thoughts, my job, my physical life. Don't think that we are trying to accept whatever is happening. We are trying to accept that we are the God. We are created in the image of the God and we have all the God qualities. Okay. When you think yourself, this is the self-acceptance, you are trying to do the same thing for other person also. So where is the comparison between the self-acceptance versus healing other person's sickness? There is no comparison at all. The self-acceptance is at the highest level, and healing the other person physically is at only the physical level. Right? It's okay. Let's not go too much detail into that. But if you want, we can do Q&A sessions later, and we can definitely clarify. This is more deeper topic when you go all this karma balance, so many things involved. Okay, let's go into meditation, friends. Okay. Okay, we are clear with what to do, and then tomorrow we'll continue again. Okay, dear friends, please relax yourself. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let go everything. All your thoughts, all your emotions, all your expectations. Release it. Completely settle into this present moment. Use your breath. Natural, normal, easy breath. Settle into this present moment. Let us invite our higher self. Let us invite Mahatar Babaji consciousness. Let us connect to Patri's consciousness and our group consciousness here. Be with your every breath. Slowly bring your awareness to your heart center. Observe the love emanating from your heart, the pulsation. Be fully aware every moment. Feel love for yourself. Let us unify the God. Remember God qualities and apply to yourself. God is love, God is light, God is happiness and joy, God is bliss. Clear your aura and close your aura, friends. And ask your higher self signal. My dear higher self, please give me my signal now. And state the purpose of today's meditation. The purpose of today's quiet period is to claim self-acceptance for say the names of the persons, people that you wish to claim self-acceptance. Don't get lost in thoughts. Completely surrender. Speak from your heart. Let us do a 7-step formula. That is the claim and acceptance. I claim now self-acceptance for say the name. I accept the self-acceptance for so person. If you have more than one, say it for each person. and the correcting thoughts. I am releasing all the thoughts that are interfering with my claim and acceptance. You can ask yourself, your higher self, for the thoughts that are interfering with your claim. Ask higher self, what are the, please give me my thoughts that are interfering with my claim, and you will be given with the thoughts. And replace with the right thoughts, my dear friends. We complete the process after claim, acceptance, and thoughts. Thank you. I thank myself for my claim and acceptance. In the forgiveness, my heart always in the state of forgiveness, forgiving love. Last 5 minutes, friends. Be with it, complete silence, and enjoy the bliss, the joy within you. Last 5 minutes, and you do on your own pace with the process. Be aware. Be with yourself. Last 1 minute, friends. Slowly and slowly bring your awareness to heart center. Let us send love and light to the universe, earth. Feel the love for yourself. See the light from your heart. And spread this around you. Send this love and light to your entire community. Send this love and light to the entire city and state. See, the entire state is filled with this light. Everybody and everything is receiving this love and light. Send this love and light to your entire country, Mother Earth. Everyone and everything, every being, every creature is receiving your love and your light. Slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Feel your surroundings, feel yourself, feel the relaxed, peaceful, and joyful self. Let us thank higher self for being with us, guiding us. Let us thank Matar Babaji for all his love, wisdom, and guidance. Thank Pitama Patriji for the meditation. And thank everyone in your life, your family, friends, parents. Deep gratitude for everybody. Thank all the masters who joined today and share their energies. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove hands, place it on your eyes for 5 seconds and open it. Whenever you're ready, with a great smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dear friends, for joining, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Sudhakar.
Thank you, madam. So today it's a short meditation, so we want to understand the concept and the way to do it. And tomorrow onwards, we get more time to practice it. But you also go to the chapter so that you understand better and you know how to do it and what is the concept here. Okay. So with that, my dear friends, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining. Please read the chapter. It's very important. And if you have any experience or any question, please let us know. because we'll meet tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, Sudhakar sir. That was wonderful. And still, I think most of us have still more doubts. So maybe we can you can take another session
Yeah, sure.
for question and answers, maybe on Thursday, because tomorrow is Telugu, and then day after tomorrow it will be Hindi.
Yeah.
So we can take Thursday at least like half an hour before, and then you can go for the session. So
Yeah, definitely, madam. We'll do question. This is important to understand. We'll certainly do, friends. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So thank you, masters. See you all tomorrow for day 2. Until then, have a good and good masters. Thank you all.